Crush, kill,
Medusa. So you found some.
Which is weird because, like, why would it be Medusa?
Yeah.
She's not a part of Persian mythology, as far as I'm aware. Not that I know anything about Persian mythology, but she's famously Greek.
Yeah. They hated the Persians.
Yeah, notoriously. Although, like, there's really good stories. So, like, you know, at the battle of, obviously, the very famous Battle of Plataea, where Greek independence is won, and there's an alliance of Spartans and Athenians that drive the Persians out of Greeks. There's actually more Greeks that fought on the side of the Persians at Plataea than fought for the Greeks, because they've so many mercenary hoplites. Because even at that stage, hoplites were like so valued as soldiers. There's also the story of Xenophon in the 10,000. So he's a mercenary Greek general who has 10,000 hoplites, and he ends up deep in Persian territory, and then the Persian king leading his army dies, and he's got to get his 10,000 hoplites, who are individually like the finest soldiers in the known world at that point, back to Greece, where they're in deeply hostile territory surrounded by all the nations that have just been fighting a war against them.
There's a surprising number of Greek stories which start with the trying to get home after a fight.
Yeah.
The Odyssey thing.
It's probably like a cultural thing, isn't it? You know, like the return home.
If you're doing if you're doing as much campaigning as Greece would have been doing, yeah.
Rightio. And still to this day, like we don't really know how Greek hoplite phalanxes actually worked.
Yeah, we assume it was like a shield wall, but it's not entirely sure.
But then there's lots of accounts, particularly like the Battle of Marathon, where like the Greeks are supposed to have charged into a Persian line and decimated them.
Which you would never do against a shield wall.
Yeah, exactly. Like you couldn't maintain that kind of coherence. Men locked shoulder to shoulder cannot sprint in perfect unison. It can't be done. Furthermore, there's like accounts that period hoplite armor weighs about, lowballing it, like 50 pounds.
Yeah.
And that's if you're like shedding some of the lighter elements, like your spear, your helmet, your cuirass, all that carry on. Right? And then supposedly the Greeks charged a mile in hoplite armor to break the Persian line at Marathon. Now, I am a good foot taller than the average man in Greece would have been at that time. I have just run an actual marathon. There's no way I could do that, let alone 1,000 Greek citizen soldiers. There's just no way it's possible. Like an Olympic athlete today couldn't complete that challenge.
That's because we got rid of armor running from the Olympics.
That's a sport.
Genuinely, that was a thing in the ancient.
Was
Olympics.
It actually?
Yeah. It was, basically running like half a mile in full plate armor, or equivalent, like in heavy armor, certainly.
I mean, it's definitely possible that like a really exceptionally athletic individual could do that, but like I don't think that the 10,000 Greeks or however many there were at the Battle of Marathon would have all been able to do it.
Yeah, obviously part of that could just be exaggeration later by source, but
you don't have to fight the golem here.
I don't have to. I can just run right past him.
There isn't even a golem here.
No, there is not.
There was. Last time,
that's supposed to be again.
Where do I want to go?
I still love the whole thing of like the whole reason.
Wall run and stabby boy.
I'm just gonna do this.
Or that.
I love the whole thing of like the reason why running a marathon is the thing is because that one guy ran from Marathon to warn Athens and died, and now people run marathons and survive as an eternal fuck you to that guy.
Yeah, I mean, as somebody who like did one not too long ago. Hey, by the way, viewership, I ran a marathon. I'm going to be talking about it a lot because I'm very proud of myself.
I think you were training for it during the last.
Yeah,
episode.
I was. I've been very close last time we recorded.
Recording session, yeah.
But like one of the reasons to run a marathon is to then brag about it and be insufferable. So that's what I intend to do.
Yeah,
you must be kidding me.
Why, Bart?
Fuck you, Platosthenes of Myelitis or whatever he was called.
We know his name.
I think we do. Yeah, I'm gonna check this. I feel like we do.
Platosthenes of
Okay, I made up a Greek-sounding name there. Platosthenes of Myelitis. My myelitis, I think, is a skin condition, not a Greek.
Oh, you must be kidding me on!
You're having a shocker.
I hate this bit. There we go. Was he actually called Platosthenes of Myelitis?
No, I don't. No idea.
Oofed. That was a bit close.
Right, and then I've got to get all the way over there.
He was called Philippides. I knew it was something that I knew he had a name. Yeah,
the trader of heroes.
That's Philippides.
I know.
Slash Danny DeVito.
I know. I just wanted to make a joke. Have you seen that there is a cast for the live-action Hercules?
Yeah, and it's not Danny DeVito.
It doesn't include Danny DeVito. Yeah,
bullshit.
If I anything, it's a Viggo Mortensen who's going to be Hades. Did I read that right?
I've heard that. I don't know how confirmed any of that is, though. Yeah. Yeah, Philippides ran from Marathon to Athens and then just passed out. Like said, we won, and then passed out and died.
Brilliant. I mean, like, you would think... I know that the Greeks didn't have a lot of cavalry, but somebody would have had a horse for
I
him.
think it's just the thing was that it was like an over mountain trail. Basically, it was the direct route from
Yeah, because the long route would
Marathon
take
back
too
to
long.
Athens. Yeah, but the thing is, the long route wouldn't have beat the Persians there, who were going by sea to
sea,
basically
yeah.
be like, well, it's like 2 Persian ships escaped and were basically going to go to Athens and say, "We've defeated your army at Marathon. Surrender Athens."
Yeah, open the city to us.
Blag about it. Hell of a bluff check. But could have worked because that's how communication was.
Yeah, I
If
don't.
you hold the city by the time the army actually comes back, you might be fine.
I think we
worth a punt.
briefly discussed this in like the other session, but like the Persians were really the first global empire in the sense that we would recognize it in like a confederation of like cities and city-states and like different kingdoms that were kind of melded together under what was for the time a very tolerant leadership. Like lots of people retained religious freedoms and like cultural practices, and in a way like they were much more freedom-loving than the Greeks that they were trying to oppress,
Yeah.
quote unquote. And I suppose the prince is the inheritor of that legacy in this game, or like he's portrayed as.
Yeah. Oh my god, right. So I'm starting to understand why this guy died after running a marathon. It wasn't his first rodeo. So when Persians attacked landed at Marathon, he ran from Marathon to Sparta, which is 150 miles
Right.
in 2 days.
That's
Asked
obscene.
Sparta for help, Sparta said fuck off. And then he ran back. And then the fight happened and he won, and then from there he also ran back to Athens and then died.
You think somebody would have like tagged in for him?
So
wouldn't
he
they?
over 4 days he'd run 350 miles.
I know this is it's a really famous story. So like the Athenians send this guy Philippides.
Philippides,
Philippides. I should really know his name, given that I've kind of just honoured his
I know,
memory by running a marathon.
Phidippides.
Phidippides.
Did you honor his marathon or did you rub it in his fucking face? And look what I can do without dying, you fucking dead Greek prick.
To be fair, I don't think I could run 150 miles,
No.
even over 2 days. I know that I can't, but
Could you run
it's
from Edinburgh to
before,
Glasgow and back in 2 days?
definitely not.
So it's 80 miles, so it'd be 160.
There was a guy I met at a running club when I was doing my training he'd done the West Highland Way, which
Yeah.
is 90 miles, and he did it in something ludicrous like 30 hours.
Jesus.
And like he said, by the end, he was so dehydrated that he was hallucinating. Like they had to grab him at the finish line because he thought that pirates were chasing him. Like he's lost his fucking mind.
Did you get a sand tank there?
I don't know.
I don't think you did.
Should he have?
Do you want to save your progress?
No, I just saved it at the other side of the
Okay.
time portal. Right.
Oh, your favourite's in the live action Hercules, right?
Oh. Nicolas Cage. I know she does not like Nicolas
No.
Cage.
I don't hate him.
There's only 2 actors that three actors I'd say that she viscerally hates, and all I will say is it is not Matthew McConaughey or Colin Farrell.
Oh wait, we all know about the sprout's hatred of Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah.
See also infamous deemed. How the hell did I go over this?
Warren?
In fairness, I recently watched, I'd never seen it before, I watched Interstellar, and
What do you think?
I really enjoyed every single part of it other than Matthew McConaughey, who makes no sense in that film.
Oh,
Like, his character is fine, but then it's like, you've got all these, like, fucking, astronauts, and then you got Matthew McConaughey talking like this the whole damn time, and it's like, why is this man here?
I think he's meant to be. Is he a pilot or something?
Yeah, but I couldn't take him seriously as a pilot, because he's clearly just being some weird Texan hillbilly.
So he's being Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, yes, I get that's what Matthew McConaughey does, but then why would you hire him for that part?
I think he gives a good performance, but like
I disagree, but I thought the rest of the film was very, very good.
I enjoy it. I think it's an underrated Nolan film. The soundtrack in particular is glorious.
Yes.
That, like,
Do you know the story about that
organ
soundtrack?
No, tell me.
So I went to see Hans Zimmer live, and he told that story. That basically he was asked to do the score for it by Christopher Nolan, because they've worked together a lot. And he said, "What's the film about?" And Nolan said, "I'm not going to tell you what the film's about because I don't want that to influence your writing." What Nolan gave him was a short story about a father leaving his daughter to go to work. And he said, "Write me a theme that goes with this." And Hans Zimmer writes the main theme from Interstellar, this kind of like quite delicate piano melody.
Yeah,
And then
peaceful.
and then Nolan goes, "Cool, now let's make it into an epic sci-fi thing." And Hans Zimmer's like, how do I turn this into an epic sci-fi thing? Then he's like, fuck, organ. That's the way I can turn a delicate piano thing into a big thing is just have it get bigger and bigger on a massive pipe organ.
The organ stuff, it's glorious. It's so good. Oh, unlike that jump. The jump wasn't great, but the organ pipe music in Interstellar is great.
The other thing that inspired him is the organ at one of his, like at a church.
Cortana. Just so you know, you've gone the wrong way.
I've gone the wrong way.
Yeah, when you were coming out of the mechanical tower, you wanted to go through and go to the central area, not come into the water tower.
Okay, as in, do I need to go back to the past?
Potentially, yeah, because when you go back to the present, you should get another tank.
Oh, goody. Okay.
Sorry.
This is not... okay. This backtracking is frustrating.
Yeah.
This is just a pad runtime, because surely they could have just cutscened me back to where I needed to be.
Or just have some kind of fast travel. I suppose fast travel kind of still wasn't really a huge thing in games at this point.
No, it wasn't.
Is that not a ledge? Surely that's a ledge.
It's not a ledge.
I've got to align with a fucking rope now. I'm struggling.
Okay, can you find the room you were in with the golems?
No, we can't get back to that, I thought.
I don't think I've been down this corridor, but I don't know. I think this is new, so I'm going to go this way. Well, not new, because the game's doing some bullshit, but...
Yeah, it's not even like a stage name. He was born with that name, but then to help him fit in England, his mother had his name legally changed when he was a kid to Mark Strong.
Oh no, not this. No, no.
This is some hell tower, isn't it?
This can't be right, can it?
I don't think so, but again, you went the wrong way and we can't get you back to the right place.
Yeah, the ability to backtrack and lock yourself out of stuff without any kind of fast travel mechanic to save yourself is some nonsense.
Yes.
That shouldn't be an option.
You're incredibly doing minimal damage.
I actually just shoved in a fucking meat grinder.
Oh dear.
You've got the full Prince of Persia abattoir experience.
My fucking god! Oh dear.
You've got to wait till it's down to run over it.
Oh my god.
It's amazing how well you came off from being slammed into the wall like a slab.
There's so much health down.
I'm excited for the next section of this game, according to this guide. It's called The Prince's Insane Plan That Doesn't Make Sense. I'm just very excited to see what that's going to be.
That's...
Yeah.
I think I know what this is. Well, I do know what it is, because I've done it before, but... Right, so I gotta go back down there.
Safely. Doggo.
Are you familiar with the dog breed Doggo Argentino?
Yes, it sounds fake. Whenever I see it at work, I think it's someone's made it up. Because it sounds like someone's like doing like fake Spanish or something. See also Dog de Bordeaux, with dog spelt D-O-G-U-E. Which equally sounds fake.
Okay. Fuck you.
Every time that one makes me laugh.
It's the equivalent of the indie sword fight, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's just like, nah, I'm out.
Now, time for your favourite puzzle. Like, I know I'm saying this boldly as the man not playing the game, but this one does seem a lot more straightforward than you seem to have difficulties with it.
I don't know what to tell you. I'm bad at it.
I mean, I can believe.
People are
Yes.
allowed to have strengths and weaknesses, Doctor.
Yep.
We don't always have to point them out.
Yeah, we do.
AKA exams.
Who's bad at exams? I'm quite good
Me.
at...
Sprite.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, I'm quite good at exams.
Well, as long as the exam isn't rolling underneath some things in the stream, yeah.
I've had quite enough of your lips.
Don't worry, this will be lost in the Sprite's montage.
Very well, yes.
Yes, and I want to go back this way, which will get me to... Yep, okay.
You're confident?
Yeah, I have no idea where any of this is. I'm terrible at these kinds of maps.
Yes, I don't know why we are trusting to you to navigate, frankly.
Yeah.
To be fair, the map's pretty, like, bargain basement. It's not...
That's an excellent description.
What did you think was going to happen there, out of
I
interest?
thought that the platform that I was going to jump to...
was there.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't, by the way.
Really? Oh, Doctor, thank God
you.
you're here.
I wouldn't have got that. Okay,
Clearly you wouldn't.
I'm pretty certain I can backtrack from here to the Clockwork Tower. I think.
Excellent.
Again,
you were just in the clockwork
That's
tower.
all the Clockwork Tower. The Water Tower is like the gardens and shit.
Yes.
No. I've transferred from one tower to the other. There are two towers.
Yes.
Okay, one of them contains like the big high platform that has all the dogs in it, which is where I want to be, and I think it's back this way. I'm pretty certain. I'm almost entirely certain. Do you think you'll just grab it?
I'll be honest, I don't know.
Not from that angle.
No, I meant that bit over to the right.
Yeah, I see it. Maybe it goes there.
No, not that bit underneath you. Like,
Okay.
Yeah.
I see it now. I see it.
That clearly is a route that he's
Right.
capable of doing. And again, just drop
He
again.
just dropped.
There's nothing beneath you.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah, there is.
And then you go back towards the camera.
There we
Okay.
go.
Or crab up again. That's pretty cool.
I like crabbing.
I can see that.
You love crabs.
I do love crabs. They're little snippy snappers. They're my favourite.
Right. And now it's the underside of the big wheel.
Yeah, and then you have to go through the underside of the big wheel, yeah.
So, yeah, through the hole in the floor.
Not from here,
Yeah,
from
ladder.
below. Yeah.
Yeah,
Ladder.
yeah.
And then there might be some dogs.
That was not the most efficient way of doing
I thought
it.
he'd crab round to get to the ladder, but like, it turns out he's very slow when he does that. Oh, this is so... Obviously,
pretty
this
grueling,
was the way to go, right?
Yep, there
Yeah.
you go.
You can understand why young Sprite had so much trouble.
Has Young Sprite actually beaten this game in its
Yes.
entirety? Because I know Adult Sprite was incapable of doing so.
Yes.
Hence why the Sprite is not in the driving seat of this series.
Yes.
I don't know if I ever beat this game, to be fair.
Really?
Because she did some practice for it and then said, I think we should record Prince of Persia with the Bard.
And I very much do want to save the game. Like, I can't tell you how much I want to save. Put this grueling ordeal behind us.
Well, it's definitely to the side of us. Let's not go throw words like behind around.
Who knows? Like how long that took, or like, don't tell me. Don't tell me.
Well, a while.
A while, okay. Would it be best characterized in minutes or hours?
Minutes.
Oh, okay.
But we're comfortably into the double figures of minutes.
Oh, okay. That's not too right.
No, there is a real Iron Golem here.
There is the big iron golem.
I think that should have tipped us off the fact that it's like, fight the Iron Golem, and there wasn't one.
Yeah, but you don't have to. You can run past it.
Yes.
I've got. Don't want to fight him.
I mean, it's only an iron one. It's not a mummy.
The mummy was a bit more of a
Yeah, which this is
lad.
a bit more of a lad, to use the technical term. Definitely spent too long.
You know what? Maybe just run past him. I'm pretty certain he can whack me off the edge. I don't want to run the risk of that. Whoa, he's a fast lad!
No one wants to be whacked off the edge.
Where oh, yeah, in the corner.
Oh, I think we have to beat him. Oh no. No, I care not for that.
Like you're a child's doll.
He's a big boy! Right, amongst my many skills, amongst some of my skills, not fighting golems. Clearly I'm not good at fighting the
I think you
golem.
go off that way to the left, following that windy pathway, don't you?
Yeah, but I'm gonna beat him now because he's angered me.
Slow down time.
Bing bong.
How do you like that, you big galoot?
Doing, 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 doing.
Yeah,
Dong, 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 dong.
That's it, right at the spinal column. Give me some sand.
Oh, that's about to get you the sand you spent fighting bag. And
Not if
an
you don't hit them.
invincible wicker basket.
I was about to say.
Invincible empty wicker basket.
We've watched him like carve up hordes of enemies, but this walls even, but this wicker basket defies me.
Yeah, you need to get another sword that's specifically said, you got the scorpion sword too, it's stronger than wicker. There you go.
The shadow of the Wicker Man is rising up again.
What?
It's an Iron Maiden song.
Okay.
I deeply want to listen to it while riding Alton Towers' ride, The Wicker Man.
Is he going the right way?
I think so.
You think? Yeah, this is the left shimmy up to the legend line. This is
Yeah,
what the
yeah.
the reason why we couldn't follow the instructions to the last place is they were referred to a completely different geography.
Yeah, it's probably going to be cut viewership, but we spent like quite a bit of time like following instructions that did not correspond to the environment, but which were so vaguely written they kind of could have been. And
I think the instructions were vaguely written, but they were also poorly followed in the first instance.
Wow.
harsh.
No, that was by the sprite, yeah.
Fuck off.
The sprite was like, yeah, you're going the right way.
No, I didn't. At no point did I say that. In fact, I stopped you saying you've gone the wrong way, and I tried to navigate you back from the last point where I could.
To
Unfortunately,
be fair, if I would just better the game, I wouldn't need the walkthrough or your insight sprite. So like the fault is truly mine.
that's very kind of you to say, but we all know it's not true.
You're both wrong, how about that? The real winner is me, the Doctor.
It must be great for you just to sit and hang out and get day drunk with us.
Yeah, I like this series. I don't have to do anything. I don't have to edit this fucker. This is literally the least effort I put into a series. Sprite has to do research and editing for this, and you have to
Oh
play
no, I'm gonna get jammed. I am still enjoying, but like that last section was a bit grueling. There's really nothing obvious to suggest where the prince ought to be going, and
Yeah, you need like a crazy taxi arrow that's pointing the right direction or something like that.
yeah. or even just like some of his narration, it was like, "No, I've been here before. This can't be the right way."
Or just a actually interpretable map.
Yeah, it's. I'm
Like,
enjoying,
the map is a huge heap of guff in this.
I'm enjoying Warrior Within overall. There's lots about it that I like. We'll talk more about this at the end of the series, I suppose.
It's
but
definitely
it's
there's
showing its age.
it's showing it, and it ebbs and flows, and that was a real ebb that we were in.
Oh god, yeah.
You are definitely going the right way.
We know that now, yes. But like, even the basic rule of like, if you fight enemies, you're going the right way, it doesn't seem to apply because
No.
enemies
They
just kind of
respawn.
respawn everywhere. Yeah.
There we are.
Hey.
Right.